Yeah. Welcome to Midwest Takeoff. Where the stars rise and the real ones show.
What's going on, everybody? We back with another episode featuring superstars, and y'all know them around the world. He laughing already, but he's excited. Hey, introduce yourselves and tell everybody who y'all are. Hey, they pointed at each other.
My name is Eddie Mace. I am the media producer at Breakthrough Sounds, where we are now, and I've also been
Eddie,
the podcast for the past 3 years.
Yeah.
We love
And
Eddie.
Charles Pratt. Some people know me as Toobe Fresco. I'm the founder of Breakthrough Sounds, audio engineer, artist, all that good stuff.
Hey,
Yes.
since day one, we came in here and we pitched the idea like, hey, we want to start a podcast and we want to use this facility. And you're like, hey, let's run it. We don't know what we're doing, but we all gonna do it.
And then 4 years later?
Yeah.
Figured it out. 4 years later, we rolling.
Fifth season, and we out here.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So,
Crazy.
you know, we got a whole new crew. Boss Bree, 216 Hundo, DJ Lock Bay, we are all in the building today. And with season 5 right now, how is this to y'all? Like, because some people will start and
we would
stop.
like to know.
Yo, for me, I mean, I think I get honor where honor is due, bro. You know, obviously being behind the scenes, I've seen the work, I've seen the schedules and all of that stuff. So I think that it's incredible for me just seeing the fortitude and just the diligence that you guys have had. You know what I mean? Not to just do one season, but to literally like make sure that it's continued. You know what I mean? That's legacy building, in my opinion. You feel me? So
appreciate
I
that.
give flowers, man, because you guys have done a great job building this joint, man. It's an
Thank
honor
you.
to be a part of it, for real.
Teamwork make the dream work.
Yeah.
Teamwork make the dream work. Yeah. Look at the all-star team right there. Hey, man.
I mean, part of it's over there behind.
Yeah.
You know
You
what
feel
I'm
me?
saying?
Yeah.
They make it happen
too. I love you guys, man. I just want to say that I want to give y'all flowers because not only that, you know, y'all record, y'all do music. This is not just a podcast studio. Breakthrough Sounds does music, soundtracks. If y'all go through the hallway, no, shout yourself out, man. Tell what networks y'all work with.
For sure. I mean, we've got a chance to do a lot of cool stuff. We've done some work with HBO, Stars, you know what I mean? We've done some...
Stars.
Nah, I'm just
y'all
saying.
Stars yourself.
Nah, you feel me? Because like it's just cool being able to say that, you know, we're local in the city, really focused on our independent market, you know what I mean? Like we're focused on our artists here, but we've been able to get these incredible opportunities that, you know, nobody expected, you know what I mean? So it's just like, it's an honor to do this stuff. We don't take it lightly, man, you know? So I like to honor my guys who work on these different projects, you know, and it's a good look for us. It's a good look for them because it's building all of our team's resumes, you know what I mean?
Right.
And yeah, it's cool.
So from the beginning, right? So our very first shot, I mean, y'all got to chime in too.
Give me a.
Oh,
Take-
yeah.
Yeah,
I'll be
take
going.
A beat.
You know what
Take
I'm
a
saying?
beat, brother.
Yeah, give it the
Hey,
beat.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk away.
You already started, so finish your
But
sentence.
yeah. So, I mean, from the beginning and the evolution of the show, you've been our videographer the whole entire time, right?
Yeah.
So from your perspective, what is that like and how has it evolved to you?
I mean, we went from starting with the chairs and a beanbag chair.
In a beanbag.
Oh, snap.
People don't even
I
know the first
forgot about
episode,
that,
bro.
bro.
We had a
weren't around
beanbag
it.
on the first episode. Shout out to Morgan Page.
That's
Shout out to Morgan.
crazy.
That was our first episode. She believed in us. Shout out to you.
We've filmed we've always been here, but we've been in probably 5 of the different rooms here.
Yeah.
Different setups, couches and chairs. Even this room, we were in this room last season with everything orienting this way, but now we have the full scope of the actual recording studio as opposed to a visual space. We always keep it like just unique every time. Every setup is a little bit different.
Facts.
But it brings a different light to like the type of vibe and artist that that you bring on the show every time too. But it keeps it dynamic, which I think is interesting.
We're definitely a dynamic team, so
Yeah.
we
are.
enjoy being able to
Yes.
broadcast that. I think you do a good job, and you
Very
handle us very
dynamic.
well because you know we be off the leash in here.
Facts.
Yes.
I don't know what nobody's gonna say, but
Hey,
it's gonna be. Hey,
I will be.
Like,
I will be
Eddie,
filtered. I know how to filter.
Likewise.
I don't think any of us do.
You know, we just
have
do
a
our
filter.
best.
Yeah, we do our best when we're on
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah.
When
You
we're
should
on
see Eddie's
camera.
face behind the camera sometimes when he laughs at us.
That's the funniest. That's the best.
Yes.
behind the scenes is definitely interesting. I think they jump me a lot. Y'all don't know that,
that
but
is not true.
they all jump.
Who do they jump? They
Not
jump
all.
us, right?
No,
Absolutely.
Over here getting whooped.
That's why
No,
I'm
no,
quiet.
I be
no,
over
no.
here.
I-
What happened?
no,
I feel like we get bullied very
We get
often.
attacked
It's always our fault.
often.
Never mind. We're just not gonna go there. Anyways, the question is, so you all do more than just work here. Obviously, you know, doing artists, doing your own thing, stuff outside of here. How do you find that balance? And then how do you incorporate what you have learned or have been challenged to be outside of your box to make you better with what you do?
That's a heck of a question, boy.
So you had to let me
Crack at
give a
that
breath
first,
so I could
dog.
ask a good question.
that's
That's
That's a good question. That's a really good
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
it's a
Very
it's a
in-depth.
thinker.
That is
So-
a thinker.
I'll start. So
Yeah, I mean, right.
for myself, nah, bro, like for real, like in honesty, I'm just now starting to find, I had a conversation. I'm getting old. That's how I do conversations. Like I start one thought, and I
One
go
conversation a day.
to the whole other thing.
I start doing that. Yeah.
But I had a conversation with my guy. Shout out Sir Evans. We were talking as because he's doing an audiobook with me, and I was telling him like I was struggling to find the balance of like my time, and like I want to keep creating, I want to keep doing my stuff, but every time I go to do that, I feel like I'm neglecting other things. Like it's just like was just like out of balance for real. And he started talking to me about the idea, contrary to balance, but rhythm. You know what I mean? Because like the thing that I realized in that conversation, as we were saying, is like when you have a balance, like the ball is centered on the balance beam, but nothing's moving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like things aren't going left or right, but nothing's in motion. Whereas rhythm, it's a constant movement, but it's all in sync.
I like
It's
that.
all
I
in
like
unison.
that.
You see what
I
I'm
like
saying?
that.
Yeah.
Like when we had that conversation, my mind was just blown. So I think for me, I'm learning how to like find rhythm in the motion, because the goal is I never want things to stop moving, but I also need to make sure that I'm keeping pace.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like one thing that I've been like trying to do is find time in between time to work on my stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Find time to like spend like some focus on what it is that I find enjoyment in,
Yeah.
while not being able to not neglecting the work, but also not seeing my stuff as like burdensome. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to
pivot,
do. You know?
I think that
Yeah.
is a big struggle for a lot of creatives, that work-life balance,
Yeah.
which the life is the creativeness within
Yeah.
you, but we gotta pay the bills.
Yeah, for real.
But at the same time, we have these grand ideas and we need the time to find it. So we automatically think I need to find some balance. No, I just need a good rhythm.
Yeah,
I
for
like
real.
that.
Yeah, I like
For real.
Ooh.
It changed everything for me. man, so.
Yeah. For me, balance, I'm not gonna hold you, is still something I'm still figuring out. But even then, even most of my days, like there's a certain point where it's like, yo, I'm not looking at my phone right now. Like I'm in the middle of
Yeah.
something else. I don't need to be trying to take a call and teaching and in the middle of an appointment or whatever it be. Or it's like, yo, after 11 o'clock, I'm done. Like I need to like take a minute to step away.
Okay.
Even outside of just like the career side of things, right? Because I do poetry and spoken words, so I try to
And
take
it's fire too. It's fire too.
I can't barely snap.
I try to take time, every day, even though it may not necessarily look like setting aside an hour, but just like, let me like kind of try to expand upon this idea a little bit. Even if I just need to like voice memo something, just to be able to allow myself that output and not like hold it in. So I think even there's a little bit of it that's like resting on the fly, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You just touched on. You said you teach. What are you teaching?
So
Yeah, I'm
Breakthrough.
listening.
we
I was
have
about to
our
comment how
hands
he-
in a
he
fair
really
amount
sets
of
boundaries. That's what helps him keep his balance. It's
Yeah.
not really about how the balance is just setting boundaries to limit the time that he doesn't overextend himself.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Absolutely. but teaching.
Yeah.
So Breakthrough, we have our hands in a whole lot of community involvement work.
Yeah, we see that. Shout out to y'all.
So
for
we are partnered with the Center for Arts Inspired Learning. We've done some things with Peel Dem Layers back. I just finished a workshop with a few other of our staff here, teaching for a summer bridge program at Maple Heights. Just helping work through a small group of kids for 1 week, talking about building a brand.
Shout out to the Mustangs. I graduated from Maple. Shout out to them.
Okay, fire.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of another workshop right now that we'll be in for 5 weeks, talking about documentary filmmaking.
Yep.
So literally today,
Okay.
went from that workshop to some other meetings, and then now we're here. So it like even this is a great example of like rest.
Yes.
Right, because even though likely I would be here on a Tuesday filming anyway, being able to take a moment and like, okay, let me just like sit down and share a conversation in the midst of everything.
Yeah.
I will say though, like, I'm not gonna say I put you guys through hell, but I do have some crazy ideas, and it's like having a bunch of ideas and trying to get them out your brain. It's like I believe in hiring and booking people who knows that field to get it out the brain. Can you bring this idea to life? And you guys have executed that. I just want to say that,
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Hondo over there, you okay?
I'm straight, man. I'm just trying to get in where I fit in. You feel me?
So, he does music, and y'all got a music studio. You know what I'm saying? So
He's trying to get you in that.
yeah, I'm trying to get him in the
He's
studio. I really am.
trying to get him a deal.
I'm trying to get him.
Hey, bro,
like,
ain't nothing but a word, bro.
Ain't
I already know.
The
Closest
right
I've
place.
got, if anyone has seen the making of the intro theme,
Yeah.
and that scene of him in the booth, that's the closest I've seen of his music.
Yeah, like he definitely be freestyling and stuff like that. Like, so how long did it take you operating, like, our show, we utilize 2 cameras, right? So if you could touch on like how your camera work goes and how did you learn this? Where did that start?
I mean, in general, I started learning camera work in high school, starting with analog photography, getting into digital, and then going through vocational school. But really, the actual like podcast-related learning was when I was interning here. And our brand manager, Kyra Wells, she gave me the whole run-through.
She was the first camera person on the show. Shout out to Kyra.
She gave me the whole like blueprint of how to set everything up and really be able to like maximize the ability of what we're using with gear to make a more polished look. So I have to shout out her before anything else. Obviously, there's tweaks that came with it, because obviously like this setup today is not what it was like 3 years ago.
Right.
But things advance a little bit more with time. So it kind of just started with a seed and grew from there.
Okay. So I had no idea you were an intern here.
My man started from the bottom.
Now we here, literally.
Now he here.
Okay. So how long have you been with Breakthrough?
So March 2nd of 2023 was my interview day.
You remember the interview, like the
I
day?
do.
That's right.
That's crazy.
And I think it was probably maybe like a week or 2 weeks that it was like hey, have you guys like decided what you're gonna do yet?
I hate them calls. Golly.
But I got accepted, and I interned for about 3 months. Then I got brought in as an assistant. I was an assistant for a little over a year. And we had plenty of conversations about what the next step would be, and then bumped up to media producer. So now I lead our media department.
Okay.
I have interns under me, which makes me feel like Unc a lot of the time. Right. So in total, it's probably been like close to 3.5 years.
Yeah, like 3.5 years. I just want to give you your flowers, man, because when Eddie got hired in, we had never taken on a media intern before. The idea of media for us was still fairly new, because it was just Kyra and I, bro. Like, it wasn't no media department for real. Like, we called in help when we needed like help, but it was just Kyra really handling the shoots and all of that stuff. So when we took on a media intern, we had no idea what we were doing. But you know what I mean, not only did you come in, you learned, but you went above and beyond, bro. And that was a thing that I just love seeing, you know what I mean? Because all of those conversations, we've talked about this recently, all of the conversations that we had, you know what I mean? I remember the Canon event conversation. We was back in Studio C. We was sitting down, and I'm like, yo, no, flesh out what you want to do. What's your goals for the next 6 months, a year? What do you want to see? And then you fast forward earlier this year, we standing in the hallway. I'm like, do you realize every single thing you said you wanted to do, you're doing right now?
That's crazy.
Every
That's
single
what's up.
thing.
You write
You
it
know
down
what I
and it
mean?
come real.
Bro,
But-
it's like, because it's purpose, man. And
But that
it's
goes to
amazing.
show how much mentorship
Yep.
is needed when you're pursuing something that you have a calling for. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
That's real.
You know, you can go into it and you can go to YouTube University all you want to, but when you get it out the mud, you need that mentorship.
That's real.
So,
That's really
shout out
real.
to you
Absolutely.
and shout out to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, right? How many rooms are in Breakthrough Sound? Like,
So
describe y'all building and y'all layouts for people who may want to inquire about y'all services.
yes, sir. So we have kind of like our different sections of the studio. So we have our north and south wing. Our north wing of the studio houses our studio A and B. That's like the OG wing. So that was the first 2 rooms we had when we were here. We expanded in 2024 to the south wing, which is where we got our third studio, Studio X. We have our conference room. That's kind of like that's the audible room, as I call it. You know what I mean? One day, like, you're literally having conference meetings. The next day, it's a podcast room. The day after that, we got a stage in there and it's 30 seats. You know what I mean? So, like,
Listening party.
listening part, you feel me? So it's like, that's kind of like the toss up. It could be whatever. We have our media suite, which was our first like real podcast room. And then we have our Studio C, which is our you said what?
My favorite room.
Yeah.
That's where we started.
Yeah, for real, man. That's like you feel me? That's like the all-in-one venue space, podcast suite, conference place. Like, I mean, you can pretty much do whatever you want to do with it. So
It's a hub.
it's a hub, man.
Right.
Yeah. So me and Counting ain't friends today, so I don't know how many rooms that is. But
Man,
Like with all you guys' success that you had since you opened up, what are you guys' future goals for this place?
y'all asking some questions.
Come on.
The right
come through.
questions.
'Cause the
The
people,
right
the
questions.
people want to know.
Yo. So honestly, one of the things that we're really focused on right now, and Eddie was hitting on this, is like community and workshops. I think it's a big thing for me because when I was getting started in music and coming up, it was no OG for me. You know what I mean? I ain't had nobody I was calling to get help or consulting with. Nobody telling me, hey, yo, young, like, calm down. You moving, whatever the case may be. So for me, working with these kids and seeing the impact that we're having when we're working with these youth, bro, it's an unparalleled feeling. It's an unparalleled experience because we're literally like, that stuff changes lives,
It
man.
does.
Like, it makes the
Mentorship.
difference. No, for real. Literally,
Literally.
right? It's mentorship. So, shout out to Raven McKell. She is our community engagement specialist. Been doing an incredible job as we're building up our community department with these different organizations and these workshops, and really focusing on trying to build these partnerships with other organizations, just to increase our reach, man. I mean, it's a business, so at the end of the day, we always gonna have a bottom line to meet. You know what I mean? And
facts.
Yep.
glory to God, we've been able to meet the bottom line, and we're open, and we're operating business. Still waiting for the $1 million year, Lord. You know what I mean? No way,
It's
you
coming.
feel me?
It's coming.
But
it's definitely coming.
yeah, you know what I mean? But, all in all, the bigger goal is literally just the impact that we can leave on the community. How can we continue to change lives, not just of the youth, but just of the community, man? People out here really want to, like, I ain't going to get my soapbox. I'm going to say this, then I'm going to shut up. People out here really need something to give them, like, a break from, like, the hardships of life, bro. And a lot of times
Yes.
that's art. A lot of times that's creating.
Yes.
And though the city, there's a lot of cool initiatives happening in the city, more recently, but I'm talking about like long term, like long lasting stuff.
Yeah.
So not just like, yo, you a part of this program, and then after the program's done, okay, great, I hope you figure out your life. No, I mean like
something
building
more
relationships.
personable.
how do we make it personable? How
Yeah.
do we how can we give you tangible assets and resource to not just go through this 6-week program, but to carry this stuff for the rest of your life to make a real difference? You know what I mean?
That's
That's quality.
quality
That's-
over quantity.
Yeah.
That's going to keep
sure.
it going because
Yeah.
it doesn't just stop with you all. Like you continue to pour in, which means they can continue to pour into you because
Yeah.
you're not being like selfish. You're not trying to do it for you
Yeah.
all to grow as individuals or to get the spotlight. You're trying to allow everyone to
Pay
have
it
that.
forward.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
For real.
And impact creates a feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it creates a feeling inside you.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I've learned so much from like working with these like people. I was about to say random people, but that don't sound good. But I've learned so much from working with these different like kids and youth, man. I'm like, hey, number one, not as young as I was at one
and they
point.
make sure they remind
Yo,
you.
you feel me? I got converted to Unk real quick,
Oh.
and I didn't know how that happened. But I'm only 33, bro. It's like Unk, I feel like it's a little bit more time until then. But just like learning from these kids, like just like seeing their zeal, watching them open up, man. It was we did a program with my guy Archie Green's organization, Peeled Them Layers Back, and there was one kid. He's a hooper, and you know how young dudes are, young boys. First, you get them in a room, they trying to be all hard and cool.
Don't want to smile.
Don't
want
want- you feel me?
Tough face for no reason.
Boy, once this dude opened up, bro, like once he realized, because I was taking him through writing a song, having him write lyrics, produce a beat for him, whoop, whoop, whoop. Once he got into it, all that was gone.
Yeah, he got excited.
Yo, he really got his. I'm like, this is what keep kids from being on the street.
Right.
This is what keeps kids from being in situations that they don't need to be in. And I'm like,
been
yo,
avoided.
we really need more of this.
Yeah.
I feel like
You
it
know
gives
what I
them
mean?
something to believe in. A lot of
Yes,
these kids don't
yeah.
believe in nothing. All they
For
believe
real.
is what they see online.
Yeah.
For real.
And so when it's something that's really actual, that's something in front of them they could touch,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
changes the game. Your whole mindset changes after that.
When you're a mentor to people, a lot of youth, they don't have a direction. So if you don't have a direction and he hears me, and that's what they're looking at towards you. Like
Yeah.
he hears me, he sees what
That's good.
I can, I'm going through, and it's relatable.
Yeah.
I can be vulnerable and okay, this is how I want stuff laid out. This da 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 da. And when you execute it, they light up like a light bulb. Like it's a whole new Christmas for them.
Yeah,
You know,
for
like,
real.
oh, I'm a rapper now, or I'm a singer. And, you know, some people, like, they want to sing, but they scared to sing because they may think it is soft or something like that. But it's really not. It's talent, you know, so.
It's an outlet. Yeah. That's so good.
That is good.
Shout out to all the mentors out
Shout
here
out.
making
Yeah,
a
for real.
difference in
Definitely.
these creative kids'
Yeah.
lives, man. When they don't believe that it's possible,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't believe that it's possible.
That's
Something
real.
really, you could touch it.
Yeah. If you could think about it, it can become real.
Yeah,
That's why I have this tattoo on my hand. It's a dream catcher.
Yes.
Because the dreams are always within hand's reach.
yes.
And then
Okay.
believe is
fire.
tatted on my finger because the first thing you have to do for a dream to become achievable is believe.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's real. I mean, I think but it's biblical principle to that. You know what I mean? Faith is in the things that's unseen as though they are. I mean, like,
Yep.
yeah, bro, that's a whole conversation.
Yeah, that was a Matthew when you not, you know what I'm
Bro,
saying? Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
It's just like,
Shall be open unto you.
I feel real strong about that stuff, bro. I mean, I was blessed to have a mom who, I remember when I told my mom I wanted to do music, she looked at me like, you go to college and get your degree, do what you want. You know what I mean? And it wasn't like in a shove off, but it was like in a like, okay, no,
She just
yeah.
want to make
but
sure you secure.
You see what I'm
before
Yeah,
saying?
have a
Like,
backup plan just in case.
I was
Yeah.
blessed with that, man, but I understand not everybody was, so it's just, and that's heart-wrenching to me. But just like everything y'all just said, it's just like the more that we can really like reach out and affect these youth's lives, we'll stop losing them. You
Yes.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
On our last episode, or our first episode with Cabo, he said, be patient with these kids.
Yeah.
That's going to change everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to go far if you be patient with them. And a lot of people have subconscious reaction to young black men. Might assume, make an assumption.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But really, you know, you be a little patient with them. You'll see a different side come out of them.
Yeah.
Because they feel like you're not one of them. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? They could kind of gauge you a little bit and see that there's a safe space. You know what I mean? But yeah, patience, man, that's the key. I mean, I feel like patience is the key for everything. 'Cause I swear I've been tested. every
Breathing
day.
techniques.
Yeah. I be
Woosah.
tested. Okay.
Give yourself grace.
Yeah.
Show yourself patience.
So, you know, outside of just this here, I want to touch on some. You're an entrepreneur. Like, this is a business. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yes, sir.
you know, I wanna know, like, how did you get started in the business of? You said you had to get a degree. Your mom like, hold on, before you do music.
Yeah,
Right? But now
yeah.
that you're doing music, you're producing music, you're making beats. How did that come about? And now that you're owner of this whole place that we're in.
I mean, so the crazy thing is that my degree was not in music. I ended up getting a
What?
degree in music business. I mean, not music business, in business management.
Okay.
So I never expected to ever go into a real like brick and mortar situation to use
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? Because my goal was to be an artist.
Yeah.
I never wanted to own a studio. I wanted to be the one going to the studio. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
And you do got records.
I mean, I got you. You feel me?
Yeah.
There's some, you know,
Yeah.
there's some stuff tucked away in somewhere, you know. But
Season one.
Finale.
But I always recorded my own music. High school, I was like, you know, I had like made a little name for myself around the school for like doing music. But after I got out of school, a few years later, this was like 2015. A homie from high school hit me up and he was just like, yo, I want to start working on stuff. Can you help me? And I told him no so many times, bro. It's just, I'm like, I don't record nobody else, bro. I don't even got no studio. I record at my house. My mom ain't about to let you over here. Like, what's the word? But I stopped telling them no. And I took, at the time I had my little USB mic, my headphones, little interface, all that junk. We took it up to Tri-C East. They don't even got no like recording rooms there, but they got the piano practice booths. Right. So one booth, I would have my, he would bring his laptop. I have like my interface and headphones and all that stuff. Then we run cables under the door to the next booth, and that would be the vocal booth. And no, we didn't even have a talk back. We was knocking on the wall to communicate. You know what I mean? But something clicked for me in that moment, man. It was just like, this is so fun. This is like exciting, bro. Just like I'm recording somebody else's like music and ideas and not getting tired of my own voice, number one. And number two is just like, this is just like something I never really expected. So as God had it planned, things in my life just kind of like took a turn where this like recording became more of an interest and more of like a desire, I guess.
It made you feel something.
You feel me? Like literally. So long story short, 2018, worked in a studio that was downtown. That studio closed, and then it was off to the races for us to develop Breakthrough, man. This was my first go, other than being in music for real, this was my first go at actually like starting a real business and like really moving into the entrepreneur bag. I had a lot of opportunities to do really cool stuff with music, but nothing ever like this. So I've developed and grown so much, learned from all of these guys how to lead. I've never been a manager over nobody, never was a supervisor in no job, you know what I mean? But like going from that to then immediately managing a team and managing like all this stuff is mad humbling, you know what I mean?
Right.
But at the same time, I've learned and am continually learning so much. Because it's a lot I still don't even know. You know what I mean? Just scratching the surface.
It's
for
crazy
real.
how the stars align, though.
Yeah.
Because you just went to school to get it out the way, and you went for business management, and then you end up falling in love with music. Well, you already was in love with music, but
right.
helping other people fall in love with their music, And now you have this whole
Bro, it's
place.
crazy. Sometimes I legit walk in here and I'm like, who put me here, bro? Like, who authorized me to do this? Cause I don't know.
I love that. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't hesitate to say that I don't know what I'm doing. But the only reason why I say that is because I know that it's Christ that's strengthening
Yes.
all of this. You know what I mean? Because it literally, this ain't what I wanted. So it has to be
Ordained.
from God. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I know that. And mind you, I say this ain't what I wanted. It's not like out of regret, because I literally wouldn't change my life setup for anything. This has been like, I don't need to be on the stage. I don't need to be the one in front of a camera. I don't need none of it, bro. Like, this is enough. Like, if it's nothing else that happens in my life except for this, bro, for real, this is enough.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Eddie.
God.
Oh boy.
You feel me?
No, the hot seat.
Oh yeah, because I mean, right, the man behind the camera is in front of the camera right now.
Right.
So, and now you have interns under you.
Yeah.
What's that like?
Man.
Teaching people.
I'm on intern number 3 now.
Okay.
Which feels crazy. But even more so now with like the workshops and teaching and all that. Now it's like I don't have a number for that, but it's interesting, you know, being able to connect with kids as like, because obviously round 1 was like, okay, there's a certain level of like social relating I can do that's easy. But now it's tested my ability to be able to really like socialize and relate, and how do I like build a relationship with you when we may not have as much in common.
Yeah.
And that especially goes for like the younger kids, because we're working with like middle schoolers sometimes.
And they got a lot of different personalities.
Boy,
a lot.
Right, and it's
It's still
Right.
trying to find themselves.
right,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
especially with whatever they may be like have going on at home. Okay, how do I meet you where you are to be able to help cater this experience to you? You know,
That's
with
really
your
good.
personality type, with how you learn, whether that's visual or writing, or if you need to be more interactive and playing
That's
a
dope.
game. Like, how do I make sure you still have a takeaway from this and you're not
Right.
falling behind everybody else? Because I want everybody to be at the same place by the time we're done.
Yeah.
And even with the interns, like some of them, there's been trajectories we see in some that may not be for other. That's not necessarily knocking anybody down, but it's like, okay, how do we cultivate this ability in you so you can be
Still flourish.
like mobile in
Yeah.
this way, or for another one you're motivated in this way, so let's move this way. So it's also like just adapting, you know, what I might think the best plan is for you to what do you want to do and what do you excel at. Because I had people in my life that were able to see that in me and take me to that place. So now
Right.
I have to step into that role.
How does that
It's
feel?
an honor.
Yeah.
It's an honor because I get to like see someone else like start to get to that point, because I remember how I felt when I was getting awarded those things
Yeah.
and what that meant to me, and being able to recognize where I'm at on the other side of it, knowing I want to be able to get them to that place too.
A full circle moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like literally we first started, it was what, Kyra?
Yeah.
And then Kyra was showing you. So you was technically an intern on
I was an
Yeah,
intern.
you was an
Yes.
intern on the first
I was an
season.
intern.
You may even know.
Yeah, I thought I just had 2 camera people. I'm like, all right, cool. I got.
And
I
then
got
all of a
2.
sudden it dwindled down to 1. And
Yeah.
True
Here
didn't
we
even
are.
know you was an intern in there
Wow.
just managing the camera,
Yeah.
like handling stuff.
Mm-mm.
Hey,
That
I'm
was-
glad
that
you ain't asked no questions, bro.
No, it was just because I saw 1 and 2. I'm like, oh yeah, I got 2 camera people, and you was engineering at the time.
I
You was
was,
doing
I
all.
was, yeah.
So I'm saying like, oh, I got all these people here for just for me.
I have something
I like
wanna
this.
talk about, but once we not on camera no more. We gotta talk. I'm gonna make the comment once we not on camera.
yeah, like that's a good reflection point too. Like when we started, we had 2 to 3 people running everything behind the scenes, and not just video but audio people.
Yeah.
And so now, you know, that looks, you know, for me, that a lot of those responsibilities are handled. What does it look like to be able to teach somebody how to manage all of that and pivot and stretch their focus and attentiveness to do all of those things well?
You literally seen every co-host that we
Who's your
Been a part
favorite?
of the journey.
Here you go.
Who's your favorite co-host?
My favorite co-host?
Yeah.
Hey, I like how Hundo been quiet, and this is the first question he
Right.
asked.
Yeah.
He like,
This feels very pressured. I feel like that's like picking a kid.
We
It's
won't take
like,
it
I
personally.
Yeah,
can't-
like,
like-
he's like them all.
right. Yeah, I don't got no answer for real. Because it's been different eras, right? Because from the start, it was okay. It's Troop and Mila Topics from the start. We're running the show together, and then it was Troop for a period of time, and then it was Cheney and you, and then it's okay. Now we're expanding into a team, so it don't even necessarily look like a favorite because each season has brought something different, and each person brings something different. There's a reason why all 4 of you work, and there's a reason why the past sets of 2 worked, and there's different things that came with each one.
I just be trolling.
Oh, I know.
He wanted to put you on the spot.
But
I mean, answer. I think we all kind of wanted to know, but go ahead, you know.
I feel like if I said anyone apart from Troop, it'd be messed up.
Right.
Shut down right now.
Right.
Cut the cameras.
And the Midwest Takeoff is ending unexpectedly.
Did you say co-host?
He said co-host, yeah.
So I mean, technically,
Then I don't
like
have an answer.
Well, I said host.
I
said host, but
Yeah,
I meant
you said
co-host.
host?
I said host, but I meant co-host.
Oh, I thought you said co-host. See, it's okay. We not even. It just was.
Y'all stars, man. Y'all stars, all-star team, man. Like y'all all individually bring something to the table, and the fact that like how you built a system, I'm building a system here, and it's like literally they all got their own directions, and they bring something to the table where it's like this person is because of this person, that person is because of this person, and everybody comes together as a unit, and it brings a broader audience. It brings more people. And, you know, I believe in quality over quantity. So these are quality individuals that I sought out and talked to them individually. I'm like, oh, their personalities will get together and they have mesh well. Like, I remember our first meeting. We was downtown Cleveland. We had a meeting and like, hey, everybody got a notebook. Here go a bottle of champagne for everybody. I need y'all to write, this is the first step to us becoming a millionaire. Like, this is our first step together as a team.
Hey, that's a boss move.
I did that.
That's exactly what happened.
I'm serious because I shout out our first episode with K-Bo. I shouted out him when he can rap because I see everybody's talent. Like, if Nike don't sponsor this woman over here, Boss Bree, like, what's wrong with y'all? You know what I'm saying? If she don't become the best DJ out of Ohio in the whole world, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all don't see these talents? Like, I see talents and I bring them together in one room and I curate it so we all can vibe together. I want my friends to come to Turks and Caicos with me. I don't want to be out there just by myself. I created a system to bring them with me where I go because I have fun with them. That's naturally, off camera.
Yeah, and
I see you do that too.
Bro, I was about to say, like, the thing, I think the freeing thing inside of that is realizing, like, hey, yo, I don't play every position well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It can't be a basketball team and it's just me.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm about to get, you feel me? Like, it's not good.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not a camera guy. I'm not a media person. That's not the way my brain operates at its best.
Yeah.
So it's better that I have somebody better than me. You know what I mean? Even when it comes to audio, I don't want to be better than my engineers. If my engineers are not better than me, then we're not moving. You feel me? Like, we're literally not going anywhere. So I think that building of a team, because I've watched some of the episodes with all of y'all, and it's literally so many different personalities that
and
mesh.
viewpoints.
You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because everybody's offering something that the next person can't. You know what I mean? Like,
listen, know your role and play it well.
For real.
Hey.
Because it makes the system work. It makes the system continue to go and cycle and through and evolve. You know what I mean? And then the perspectives of each individual in this room be different. Mm-hmm. So it broadens our horizon in the same token. You know, I always learn something from the three of them every time we record or get together.
Even the conversation before we were about to, sorry to cut you off, but even the conversation that we just had as a collective in the room before we started, like, stuff like that happens all the time. So, you know, just getting us flowing into a good conversation before, you know, the podcast starts, getting us to allow the guests to feel comfortable, you know, all that kind of stuff. It just is helpful because it's not just like, oh, this is my guest, and they gravitate towards that person that brought them on. Like, it's a
collective.
Very communal. I heard somebody, because I had, for a period of time, I was hearing this phrase of, like, I'm just a cog in a machine, man. I don't know if y'all ever heard, like, people say that. Like,
I've heard it.
It's just a cog.
Yeah, references. Yeah.
And then I don't know. It just was on my head for a minute, so I Googled it. I looked up what the heck does this mean for real, and a cog is like one piece out of many parts of the machine that help make the machine run. But the thing that got me was that if one cog is out of place, the machine can't run.
Yep. That baby
And
stopped.
I'm like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I mean? So it's all purposeful.
So
man.
every role has an importance to it, and if one role is off, everything is affected.
Yep.
You know, it might still be going, but it might not be the best.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
so yeah.
That's good.
So towards the end of our, episodes, we like to drop gems. So we start here, look into the camera, and drop some gems on the city, drop some gems on the youth.
You said start with. Oh,
You
I mean, I heard some many years ago. Cause I used to be the one. I used to be like grind mode type of guy, right? I'm like on my grind. I'm like doing my thing. But then it was somebody who said to me one day. I was talking to him about that, and it was like, listen, well-oiled machines don't grind. Like that's you're not working right if you grinding.
Okay.
And when that was said to me, bro, changed everything. So
Jim's over there today.
that was powerful.
This is all stuff that I've had. I'm grateful to have had said to me at some point. You know what I mean? So I would just say, now my focus is on hustling. But even in hustling, learning how to rest. You know what I mean? So anything I would say to anybody is like, hustle, eat what you kill what you eat. You feel me? But you gotta rest.
Yes.
You gotta rest inside of it because you don't want to look up and one day your car ain't working because you done drove it and forgot you need oil change.
Right.
Yeah.
That's that rhythm we talking about.
Yep,
You
that's
know.
it.
That's good. I have something a little bit similar. I was having a conversation with somebody a few weeks ago, and I had asked them, what does a leader mean to you? And they had said, somebody that's passionate about what they're doing, but that their reluctance doesn't outweigh that passion, right? If you're showing up and you're like, I don't feel like doing this today, no, you're going to do it well and in excellence because you care, because you want to see it done. You want to see the execution. You want to see the payoff and how it affects people. So if you're passionate about something, don't take no for an answer. When I was interning here, I was working another restaurant job, and that job was draining me. I hated that job so bad. And I took some time to set money aside, and I quit that job, and I said, I'm going to make this work.
Yes.
And I'm not taking no for an answer. And glory be to God, I'm here, and
Yes.
I am working. And
Absolutely.
it's paid off. So I think at times where we might feel like the burden of sacrifice might be too much. Why? Is it a discomfort thing, or is it a
You about
why-
to start
go
spitting
for
some
it.
poems
Why
right
not?
now.
You know what I'm saying? Look, I want to
the-
go ahead.
For real.
But Eddie, I just want to say, you have been making a name for yourself.
For sure.
So
We all see you.
we
Yes.
see you.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
Yes.
We see you.
Yeah.
Do your thing,
Like-
brother.
At his play, when I seen you, I was like, yeah, Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to call Eddie up, man, because our cameraman was down and I ain't had no other cameraman. And I called Eddie up. He said, how much you gonna pay me? I said, I don't know, talk to the boss. Work it out. Get your money, young man. Get your money.
Yeah.
Get your
The
money.
two things he said this entire episode just trolling me and me alone.
But no, Eddie came through in the clutch and he did a great job. So
Yes.
shout outs to Eddie.
Yes.
And I always got Eddie in my back pocket for any production I'm on. That's why I asked you for your number the other day. That's crazy I ain't have his number, but I always hit him up on Instagram. But we was looking for a cameraman because somebody got sick or something. I'm like, well, I know one. Let me call Eddie, get his number. But things worked out, but we definitely got Eddie, in our back pocket. We definitely appreciate him because he do his thing, man.
And
I
yeah,
appreciate
he
you.
do his thing. The edits, just coming in and executing everything. Matter of fact, I need your number too, cause I got some things coming up.
Okay.
Okay.
Look at that.
go.
He's Charles over here. Hey, what y'all doing? Hey, what y'all
Nah,
doing?
nah, not even, bro. Listen, my man's handle his business. My man's do what he got to do, and that's what I love. Cause as I'm learning how to managing getting my life together. You know what I mean? Having people like him who are like hungry and they self-led. You don't need nobody to hold your hand, bro. Cause I'll help you and like coach you all day long, but I'm not gonna hold your hand. And like having somebody who's hungry enough to be like, I don't want you to hold my hand anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the difference.
All right, you got it, big dog.
Yeah.
Good example, just to kind of round out everything we've talked about. Yesterday, we had our workshop that we're in the middle of right now from 11 to 2. I took a mad dash to Winking Lizard to get me something to eat. Came back to the studio. I had a meeting. I had a podcast. Then I had to drive to John Carroll. Then I came back here, and I took a minute, right? Like, fitting in the time to still execute and do business well, but also to have my moments of break and not pushing myself too hard.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think that's elements of leadership, doing it in passion, not like getting late to every appointment I got that day, but no, like, how do I workshop time and block off time where I'm like, okay, I know I have to be here from these times to these times. What does my actual driving time look like, and planning for my travel to get to point A to point B? And okay, what is my time where I can take a minute to like decompress, get myself ready for the next thing?
I always say it's a difference between a boss and a leader. Like, a boss will just tell you what to do. A leader will show you, give you an
Got the
example,
whole
be with
outline.
you.
That's it.
They're in the dirt with you.
Yeah.
They're not showing you like, hey, I'm not just telling you what to do. I'm here to show you that I'll do it with you until you learn how to do it by yourself. That's a leader. That's a motivator and somebody you can be inspired by, because they will show you the path, and then they'll now watch you grow. They just technically they watered you, like you're seeing. They just grew you, like, and that's what a leader is to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
You want to close this out, Hundo?
I was
Oh,
say, but
go
the
ahead.
argument of that, because my name is Boss Bree. I
Yeah.
got that name because if you ask anybody who calls me that, I get stuff done. I
Yes,
get things
she
handled.
does.
Oh yeah.
So,
She's a doer.
yes, I understand. I agree with the leader part, but I will say, like, sometimes also a boss has stepped up from that leadership role and now has taken and allowed somebody else to lead. So now they don't have to do as much work because they have delegated enough.
Because they develop leaders.
To-
Hey,
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Defended her name.
Yeah, yeah, I like that.
Told you.
That was fire.
That was very
Hey,
poetic.
this episode got some gems on it.
It did,
Okay.
For sure.
I was about to ask when it dropped, but I got access to the files.
Yeah.
Right.
You would know before everybody else.
You plugged in. But
Yeah, close us out, Hundo.
It's your boy 216 Hundo on the Midwest Takeoff with Boss Bree, DJ Lockbay, my boy Troop Nation, Eddie, and Fresco. Season 5, we out.
we out.
Let's go episode 3.